WEZE, you're at home with the heart of worship.
Get uplifted, rooted and established with the Word. AM 590 WEZE Boston.
Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
Everybody get exposed. Pray for all my foes, but it's the nail roll. These rappers gon' sell they soul. I don't care if they hate me. This the life I chose. Jay-Z mocking Christ with his new movie. One day he gon' pay. You won't catch me partying with Diddy. I ain't TD Jakes.
Amazing Grace Sports Network coming at you Saturday morning, 9 a.m. We welcome our listeners.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here, everybody. Boston Celtics, Philadelphia is in the house. Yeah, Philadelphia's in the house too, and I'll explain why in a little bit later. We got a special guest.
We'll announce him in a minute. Let's have our prayer.
We want to announce him. He's the guy you see, that handsome man right there. You can see that's not one of us. He looks better than us, so we're just going to go along with that. Listen.
All right,
let's get started. We got the prayer thing. We know what we're doing.
Clay's,
let's start off.
Clay's all over the place. Oh my God, Lord, we thank you for this day, Father. We thank you for life, health, and strength, Father. We thank you for your continued guidance in our lives, Father, continuing to bless and keep us safe from all hurt, harm, and danger, allowing us to be on that wake-up list one more time, Father. We thank you for WEZE. We thank you for Amazing Grace Sports Network. We thank you for our listeners, Father. We appreciate them, Father. I ask you continue to bless their families, continue to keep them safe, Father, continue to keep them healthy, Father, continue to work on us as a people, Father. We give you honor and we give you praise, Father, in your holy name, and we thank our guests that we're going to announce soon. In your holy name, amen.
Amen. Where's Marlon?
Magic Man, I don't know. Magic,
he has the link, right? He's all linked in, right? He was here. All right, I'm going to have to try to push this myself a little bit.
All right, just to give you guys a little bit, we have with us.
Wait. Before that, we're going to take our time here. Me and Marlon decided we are going to do our date in history, but it's going to be very quick.
All right, cool.
You got to do it very quickly. So you can keep talking while I search for this information, because I thought Marlon was on, and now Marlon's not there. So
I think he's back again.
He's back.
Yeah, he should be on.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is June 8th, right?
Yep.
All right, June 8th. And today in history, let's find out what happened. There's got to be some things that happened. Oh, on Don Drysdale. I don't think that's the first one, though, but he's one of them. Pitched 55 scoreless innings, beat Walter Johnson's record of... No, he pitched 58. He beat Walter Johnson's record of 55. And that was it until Oral Hershiser beat both of them with 60. Great. So everyone knows that. The next one, 1925, Lou Gehrig. No, that's wrong. That was last week. You know what? We're just going to skip this. Yeah, we're just going to skip this. Because as you can see, it's not working well. And we're just going to go straight to our guest. Our guest is, and I'll let Mr. James announce him.
Like I said, sometime my man Clay, boy, I don't know if it's the coffee or I don't know. Anyways, we have with us my man Bobby Martin. Bobby Martin, back in '93, Martin was a member of the Team USA gold medal winning team at the FIBA American Championship, where he averaged 12.7 points per game to go along with his 8.1 rebounds per game, 5 blocks, and 54.8 shooting percentages. A 3-year starter at Pittsburgh, Martin finished his time ranked at 17th on the Pittsburgh scoring list with 1,282 career points, 775 rebounds, and 109 blocks. He was one of just 8 Pittsburgh players to score at least 20 points and grab at least 20 rebounds in a single game, and tied the Pittsburgh record for blocks in Game 7. Out of high school, Martin was a 1987 McDonald's All-American, Street and Smith All-Star, and was a member of the nation's best recruiting class, which included the likes of Arizona basketball head coach Sean Miller, Brian Shorter, Darrell Porter, and Jason Matthews. Welcome to our show, Mr. Bobby Martin.
No, I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And Bob, I want to see if you recognize this guy. See, got any?
Hace de todo, aquí asiste a combate. Si llega competencia no afloja, Anderson y Martin también están por el espectáculo. La jugada más altruista del baloncesto, la asistencia se confirma como un fichaje a seguir.
Yeah. Wow, where'd you pull that up? Oh my goodness.
I dig.
Wow.
You know, we used to be cops. And I found out one of your mentors was a detective, Atlantic City detective who started you out.
Gary Grant,
your gym,
yes, sir.
Yeah, your gym guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, listen, son, I think you got something.
Yeah, Gary was and still is very influential in my life. We haven't spoken in a while, but the lessons that he taught me as a young man, I still carry with me.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Now we're here to talk to you about the Celtics.
Oh, man.
The Celtics,
Okay,
the Boston Celtics are in the house. They took the first game against the Mavericks. And what do you think about that? Actually, we might have to hold off on that. We're getting a call. This might direct where we're going. What we got here, Kevin?
Let's say hello to Wayne.
Oh,
yeah, Wayne's in the house. He wants to smoke. Okay, what we got?
Come on,
Wayne, what you got?
Good morning, gentlemen. How we doing today?
Fantastic.
You're doing well.
I mean, I gotta look down to see Cloud 15, man. I'm so high up today, man. Thank you guys.
Okay.
We're just doing our best to give the best to the community and the world.
Thank you very much. And I hope that we sign Derek White real soon because, I mean, those guys are making some smart plays on that court.
I think we were just talking about this. Give us your take on Derek White here, Mr.
Martin.
Mr. Martin. We have Bobby Martin, Coach Bobby Martin in the house. He's a coach at
Northeast.
Huh?
You still at Northeast?
Formerly, yeah.
Formerly Northeast. But
right.
Give us your take on Derek White. We have Wayne. Wayne is a Derek White booster. Okay, he loves Derek White, especially since he shaved off his head and he's bald like us, because Wayne is bald too. So, as a matter of fact, I think all three of us in the studio are bald. Wayne's bald, and now Derek's bald. What do you think about Derek?
Well, first of all, I would say that Derek is a realist. I'm glad he cut his hair off and stopped living the dream.
That's right.
You know, that tells you right there that he's a serious player.
He's serious.
I think he's heady. I think that he makes all the right plays. And he's an asset to the team. I think he's probably going to be key in at least 2 games in this series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Wayne?
I love it. I got no disagreement with that. And my last thing is I hope we keep Al Horford for as long as he wants to be a member of the Celtics, even when he's done playing, because he brings such value to the team.
Even if he's in a wheelchair, we should wheel him out there. Is that what you're saying? Just as long as he makes an appearance?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Celtics for life. For life.
You know, it's funny. I actually played against Al's father, Tito.
Oh, my gosh.
Man, I mean, he was a horse, man.
Tito was a horse, huh?
All elbows, just, oh, my God, he was tough.
Wow. Al Horford's
well, the
references
Tito
here.
4 or 5 from the tree.
Well,
Tito 4 or 5 from the tree. There you go.
Now, listen, I mean, Tito had his work cut out because we have, a gentleman here, Bobby, and Bobby was all Pitt, all,
All-American.
NCAA, All-American, All-Pro, and I'm sure he put Tito on his back a couple of times. Sorry about that, Al, but it had to happen. If it had to happen, then Bobby was going to do it.
All right, Wayne, thank you for your call, man.
Okay, thank you. We're not leaving Drew Holiday out of this either, so we need him as well, too. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a great day.
All right,
Have
cool,
a great
thanks.
day.
Hey, Marlon, I think we can hear you, man.
Yeah, good morning. For whatever reason, I'm not on the camera, but as long as you can hear me, I'm in the house. I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll.
You are.
Oh, okay.
The audio's working.
My audio, but I can't see
the
video. So
But
yeah,
that could be
it's all right.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't worry
that
about
could be a good thing.
Yeah. You never know how, what might happen here.
Right. I'm good. I'm here.
Right,
yeah. So
we're good.
I'm listening to the brothers' resume there, and I'm glad we were able to actually get someone on the platform that knows a little bit more about basketball than the three of us who have an opinion about just about everything there is when it comes to the sports. So welcome to the panel, brother.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
That's our partner, Marlon. down in Atlanta.
Yeah, he's in Atlanta, where Jaylen Brown came out of.
Marietta.
Marietta.
Yeah. So let's talk about these Celtics. Let's talk about this game that everybody kept saying, well, we'll see what happens, and then they want to pick their pick after they see game one. We want to throw a few people under the bus.
Yeah.
My guy here, my guy.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you now, after this game, I'm firmly in the Celtics. Both feet are in the Celtics camp now. I'm right there with the Celtics. I think they're gonna sweep them at 5 at the most. And I know but that's just showing that I can blow from one side to the other quickly. I'm versatile.
Yeah.
Listen,
real quick, y'all. The call in is 844-249-5247. Anybody wants to call in? 844-249-5247.
That's 844-249-5247. Just in case you didn't hear him. I mean, we got to do things in duplicate sometimes.
Listen, I never had any doubt in the Celtics, like my guy here. I had full confidence that Mazzulla, being the numbers guy, he would truly figure some things out. And all of the starting 5 of the Celtics are not only smart on the court, but they're smart off the court. So they do their homework, not only in school, but they do the homework for playing basketball. And we were shown a great gesture of that on the first game, which, again, I had no doubt. My guy here, he was on the train tracks. I don't know. Bobby, what do you think, man?
First of all, I'm going to say that I was born and raised a Sixers fan.
Here we go.
Shout out to my
Oh, we gonna cut his mic off already?
No. Let's keep him right here so he can learn the winning tradition. Not like the Philadelphia 76ers.
That's all right. That's all
they
right.
find their way to lose. Listen, they were my team when we both were young. 76ers were my team, and I could see the flaws in them then, and I can see the flaws in them now. I don't think this is going to change. It's been 50 years.
Well, I don't know how far you're going back.
Yeah,
I'm only going back as far as 83.
I'm going back 77.
I'm going back to 83.
I was going to say, 83, they did win.
Like that, yeah.
Oh, you mean when they finally won? When they finally beat the Celtics?
When they finally beat them. Yep. When they finally beat them. Doc made that 2-piece on Bird.
I'm going to tell you something.
Remember.
I was disappointed when Philadelphia lost to the Trailblazers, but I was even more disappointed when they lost to the Lakers. What was that, 82? 82? My heart was ripped out.
Yeah, they hurt us. That's all right. It's all right. We came back in 83.
Magic by himself beat your whole team.
Dude, Magic by himself beat a lot of teams.
I was like, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
I can't believe this.
Yeah.
They're losing to the Lakers. And wait a minute, Kareem is out injured. This should be a wrap. The 76ers and Dr. J are going to get this. I'm in Boston talking about they're going to get this. And what happened? I watched that game. I wanted to throw up. Yeah. Well, I'm sure that everybody in Philadelphia felt the same way.
No, but I think the Celtics, they're clearly the better team. They've got 5 bona fide stars on that team, and I think that, it's as you saw in game 1, it's really hard to cover them.
Yeah.
I think their defensive scheme was great. Getting Tatum up there and putting him on the kid Lively,
Gaffney and Lively.
Yeah, not letting these guys get to the rim, for the lobs. And you can see, I think Luka only had 1 assist that game.
I can tell you right now because
1 assist. What? Yeah,
Luka
1 assist.
1 assist.
Go ahead, Marlon.
Yeah, I mean, they did all the intangibles. They were energetic. They were boxing out. They were doing all the small things, and that's the thing that this team has the ability to do. As long as they bring it every game, they have a tendency to kind of let up on some things, and then teams will kind of take advantage of it. But this particular game, they did all the small things from beginning to end. They came out with a real intention, and they wanted to let Dallas know that we are the Celtics. We're the 2024 Celtics, not the 23 Celtics.
Well, they did have a lapse of a lapse in the third quarter where they was only up by 8, and we thought that, oh God, they about to do their usual.
They're about to fold.
And they kind of turned it back on and continued on. So they know that they get lax. And I always thought they get lax there because they keep Tatum or Brown in the game too long. And if you're up by 20 points, like, you got to rotate more people off the bench to give them guys a blow, so that when we get into the third quarter, going into the fourth, their legs aren't giving on them. So I thought they did a great recovery there, because I think that's their sinker right there, is the third quarter. So we will blast them first, second quarter. Their third quarter will tell, because it's like right before the end of the game, and that's where they really got to dig in. But it's not going to happen for 7 games if they don't really fix that third quarter.
Let's speak about Luka Doncic. I mean, anything you wanted to say about this assist that we took a look at? The Mavericks. Mavericks only had 9 assists.
Well, I mean, Luka's got the ball in his hand.
There we go.
Most of every possession.
Yeah.
So he's definitely going to be high in usage and assist ratio. But I think Kyrie, his assist totals need to go up a little bit. I think he was forcing a little bit too much, especially when
he was forcing it.
He forced it a little bit last game. And
what is his deal with Boston? I mean, why does he hate Boston that bad? Because I could see the way he was playing. He was pressing. He was pressing much too hard for it just to be a game. He was really trying to show Boston that who he is. But we remember him from 5 years ago. He doesn't think we remember him. We remember the same Kyrie behaving this way and not giving out assists. He was just trying to take the ball to the hoop and be the star.
He's trying to prove himself, because all the boos are going. He's like 20,000+ people booing. That's going to push him.
Hey, he's a Jersey guy.
Yeah.
He's a Jersey guy, right? So, shout out to Jersey Kyrie. If you're listening, shout out, man.
Keep missing your shots, Kyrie.
Keep missing your shots.
Yeah, no, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. He's going to come back.
Keep pressing, Kyrie. If you really want to do it that way. I don't know why you want to do it that way.
Yeah, but he's still only one of the only guys on the court with a ring.
Yeah. Well, he is. Right. But Kyrie, listen, Kyrie, I thought the world of you. But your attitude, you just got to, don't worry about it if people are booing you. Don't worry about people are booing you. You're there to play a game and win it.
Let me chime in. Let me chime in. Yeah, I have to say this. I kept telling you guys for the last week that everybody is cooing and laughing and all this whole, they're drinking all the Kool-Aid that these sports shows are cramming down our throats about how great this backcourt is, what a turnaround Kyrie has made. And I've been on record in saying that Kyrie is who Kyrie is. He's no different. He's the same guy he was when he got to Dallas. He's the same guy he was at the beginning of this playoffs. He's the same guy he was coming into Boston. This guy showed us that he has the potential of having lapses in his games early on, but everybody forgot about those games. Dude, this guy was missing. He was throwing air ball layups. He was having mental lapses early on in the playoffs, but he played a heck of a season. I mean, a heck of a series against Minnesota, and everybody just wanted to elevate this guy back to being who they always thought he was going to be. He's a dynamic player. He didn't trick us, but this game is something that we've seen before. So let's not act like this guy doesn't have it in his toolbox to every now and then check out and do what he did. This is no different. I wasn't intimidated. I wasn't scared, and this is certainly not in the conversation of the best backcourt ever.
Well, like I also said, Missoula made some adjustments that Dallas is struggling with, trying to figure out that first game, which they're going to come back with something on the second game. But he really came at them hard, and they responded well as a team to shut Doncic. Well, Doncic got 30 points, but he's going to get his. But Kyrie definitely didn't get his, because him forcing was perfect. I mean, the defensive scheme was great. They didn't let the bigs get to the rim. If the bigs don't get to the rim, then you don't have anybody lifting,
right?
To the top. And Kyrie's better. I think he's better coming back to the ball, because you got to stay with him,
right?
And with his handle, I mean, he can get downhill, and he becomes real dangerous at that point. And they didn't allow that.
Nope. And I was fooled by Kyrie yet again. I'm not gonna deny it. Yeah, I was fooled by Kyrie's act yet again that he had changed, and as soon as he hit the Boston Garden floor, he lost it again, lost his cool, lost his composure, and became the same guy that he was here. I don't know what it is. But I don't know. I don't think he's going to be able to play through it. It just shows that whenever he hits Boston Garden, he's got this animosity. His father went to Boston College. I don't get it. Kyrie. I really don't get your animus toward Boston. We welcomed you with open arms. We did everything. We gave away the bank to get you here from Cleveland. We'll just move
I
on.
was going to say, yeah. But you digress, right?
I digress.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I try to think he went to his
proud
dad
of these
went
guys,
to BU.
man. Hey, Marlon, I'm so proud of you guys, man.
You know the phone number is 844-249-5247.
Hey, listen.
249-5247. Callers, call in now.
Call in and get us started. I think Eric's really been pressing one of the points that we really need to pay a lot of attention to, because there's a lot of people that were waiting to see whether or not Missoula would make mistakes. And one of the things I was pointing out to everyone last year is that he was thrusted into a position that he did not think that he was going to be, and no one thought he was going to be in that position. Mm-hmm. And as far as having the support on the back of his bench, he was supporting Udoka. So he didn't have that guy on the back of his bench like he got this year with Sam Cassell. And he's got a year of actually preparing to be that guy.
We hate to cut you off, Marlon, but Kelly's on the line, and he wants to talk about something else other than my mistakes. Kelly,
good, Kelly.
Come on
Go
in.
Right on ahead, Kelly. Welcome in.
What was that mistake? Kyrie's father going to BU? I missed that one.
Yeah.
BU, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I won't correct you. Hey, what's going on?
I corrected him for you before the call rang. Go ahead, Kelly.
Yeah. First of all, thanks for that morning prayer. I need that. Feel good.
Yes, sir.
And I must say, Bobby Martin.
Yes, sir.
I saw the clips. Got some skills. That's impressive. The only problem is you on a Boston radio with that Yankee T-shirt. I don't know.
And this was on purpose. Okay, I gotta let you know that.
Here we go again.
Philadelphia. I
and now Yankees.
Hey, we're gonna take care of him off screen.
Yeah, we're gonna hurt him in the knees. I know how to get to old basketball players. Believe me, I know how to get to them.
He wants to mix it up early. Yeah. But if I could just comment on the first game one, what I liked game one, it was a great game. I saw the Celtics. They played within their true identity with their defense, offense stuff. That I always stress that defense to offense ratio thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Looking within the game, Luka, he must have got ripped like 3 times.
Yeah, he did. Jaylen Brown was just taking his cookies.
Oh, it was a beautiful thing.
Drew Holiday too.
Yeah. And that may be a tough thing for him to overcome. I mean, he got his 30 points, but Kyrie's got to break out of that defensive hold they got on him. Everyone's entitled to. I always say the teams, they get their gifts. They're gonna have a hot game. Game 2 might be a little different, but I still see the Celtics pulling up and with the victory because. They go to the Celtics history, not good in game 2. Everyone's listening, including the Celtics. I think they're hearing this time. They're going to take a different approach. They're not going to take game 2 lightly.
No.
They're clicking on offense. They're clicking on defense. I don't see a sweep. I'm sticking with my number. My safe number 6. Celtics and 6. And going into game 2. I don't see Dallas bringing anything different.
They can't.
They
can't bring anything different. They got this is what they got.
Yeah. The only thing is Kyrie playing better. That's it.
He's not playing better. I mean, something about Boston sets him off, and he just loses it.
Yeah.
We saw that when he was here. You're like, Kyrie, you're going in against 2 7-footers. There's a guy standing out 15 feet for you, passing the ball. I mean, you're drawing everybody in. Now, Kyrie jumps in there. He throws it between his legs, around his back, and around his neck, and tries to get the ball up on the 7-footers who swat it down somewhere, and they're off on a fast break.
Yeah, that's going to work for them when they're in Dallas, though. I'll tell you that much.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Hey, all we need is one game in Dallas. It's all good.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because we want them to come back here and win. We don't want them to win it in Dallas. That would be a sweep, actually. We'd rather have them come back to Boston and win it here in 5 and send Kyrie home back to New Jersey where he can soak.
All right. So what I'm going to do from this point, I'm going to go pop some popcorn, get my popcorn ready, waiting for that other, hopefully that other caller calls because
You mean the guy who's going to call about LeBron and try to say LeBron's the greatest player in the world who ever lived? And the guy, his sneakers should be immortalized, and
Hey, listen, he's not going to call in because he's got to give me praise once again, and he's going to hold out.
I hear he's holding out. He's not going to call unless y'all give him some theme music.
Kelly, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I'll talk to y'all next week.
Talk to you next week. Are you predicting the sweep? 5, Kelly.
No. I want to go 5 after what I saw, but I got to stick to the 6. I'm still in safe mode here.
Don't be safe, man. Get out there on a limb. Live life dangerously.
Oh, you talk to me. I'm going 5.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Hey, okay. All right. Good stuff, man. Listen, Kelly, let me tell you this quick thing. Look, a man cannot be encouraged to see oceans if he's not willing to lose sight of the shores. Just for you, man.
That's deep.
I don't know what that means.
I'm good. I research things. I'm gonna look into that. And,
all right, man.
I'm gonna let it sink in.
Let it sink in. Yeah. When you find out what it means, call back and tell me. Deep stuff here. 9 in the morning.
I love it.
Unbelievable.
All right, brother. Take care.
Take care, man. Hey, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Any more deep thinkers? I want you to screen these guys.
Yeah, well, we'll screen it before they come on. Yeah. Getting into philosophy class early on in the morning.
Gotta love it. That's right.
You should have quote Aristotle or something.
Hey, if you're scared, say you're scared, brother.
I am. Scared.
Hey, listen. To get back on track, because I just wanted to touch on something before I lose. I can't see myself. So I lose thought. So I want to toss something else in there. But with regards to what the Celtics did to Dallas and what they're doing different this year than what they did last year is that these guys are pounding down low now. They're not just settling for 3; they're pounding down low. And one of the things they did was got Lively in trouble. They got Lively in foul trouble, and that took away some of what their game plan might have been. Mm-hmm. They took away that opportunity to. They took away Dallas' opportunity to play big as long and as aggressively as they wanted to. If they continue to play this way, Dallas just really doesn't have an answer because Boston is entirely too deep. They even Hauser was even causing them a problem.
Hauser
was playing defense.
Yeah, he was causing a problem. So I think they got matchup issues, and the Celtics is just too deep.
Hey, so let's move on to the next guy. How about Porzingis?
Yeah, we even talked about Porzingis.
Did he light fire?
He was the X factor, right? I mean, this
man,
guy came 20 off the bench.
Yeah,
coming off the bench.
Talking about he would come in
first game back.
He might come in out of shape and
he came in out of shape, all right. Came in ready to kick some butt. Dallas
He did. I mean, he's always been a unicorn. I think Boston gave him a chance to really express himself.
Mm-hmm.
This is the perfect offense for him. He's got 2 bona fide stars around him.
Mm-hmm.
You got a great point guard.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even see defenders. He's just shooting over guys. Right? My gosh.
People talk about Anthony Davis, but I feel the same way Anthony Davis did. I feel about Kristaps Porzingis. He's not a center like a center.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of like a forward center. You could play him in center position, but you can't keep him there.
Right.
And LA is always trying to keep AD in the center position. And he's not that type of, but he doesn't have that build for that. So now that Porzingis does not have to really play center, he plays off the ball, he plays outside, he goes inside once in a while, he'll shoot the jump shot. It really works at his advantage. If LA could create a situation for that, for AD, they'd have a better situation.
Yeah, I'm not big on it. I think AD needs to do a lot more dirty work.
He's not a dirty player.
Well, dirty work is.
I mean,
you go in there, you got to mix it up, man, because you got Bron out there with the ball. Now, if Bron wants to play the 4 or the 5, like he can sometimes, then you keep him down there. But the problem is you can't keep AD out there because who's going to guard?
Yeah,
you got to get him going to the basket. You got to give him the ball. But if Bron's holding on to it all the time,
right, he's not going to get it.
That's tough. They did it in the bubble, but now
they can't do that. They can't do it for real. I'm just thinking that Davis might be in a better position if they played him the way they play Porzingis. That's thinking, because to me he's not a true center. He's not big enough down. He doesn't have it down here.
Can he shoot like Porzingis?
Nope.
No.
Hey, I'm gonna jump in here. I'm gonna jump in here. I'm not gonna let this Sixer Yankee fan have us talking about the Lakers. We're talking about the Celtics here.
Let me change the subject.
I see where this is going.
I tried.
We got to have a dog. The dog in the fight is always Marlon. I swear to God.
I'm getting us back on track here. I'm not going to let us open that door so he can. Yeah, no. But listen, man. I think the MVP of the Celtics, man, is Brad Stevens. He put this team together. He's done a great, phenomenal job. His job's not over. He's got to keep it together at least one more. See if we can. If we don't get it this year, which I think we will, but the great thing is I want to do 2. I want to get back to back.
Why stop there? Go for 3.
Why stop there?
Yeah, you got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum in their prime. You got 4 years out of Porzingis. Definitely 2 or 3 more out of Drew Holiday. And definitely got 3 more years out of White. And you can add some more pieces to it.
Do not sleep on Denver. Do not sleep. They're gonna be back.
Dude, they will be back. And it's great that we got a play. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Denver's going to be back, but yeah, they're in the other league, so we're not worried about them. We're not worried about the Sixers either.
What'd you say, Marlon?
Hey, listen, I think Wayne he might have touched on something with Al Horford because he does bring. He does bring a little something. I think we can get another year out of him, but he could be a Udonis Haslem type guy. He doesn't really play a lot when he gets down. When his physical game runs out, he's still a guy on the bench that can bring a lot, like Haslem did to Miami. The longer we can keep him around, I think he's an asset to the team. So
we can't lose Al Horford. Al Horford is he's the essence of what the team is. I mean, we have the young guys, Tatum and Brown, but I think it's Al.
But they gotta bring somebody in. They can start. Okay, they can start training as we go along. All right, we got LeBron. We got James LeBron. We got James LeBron on the line. James LeBron, speak up, buddy.
Oh man, James LeBron on the line. Okay,
James LeBron.
Hey, we heard you went down to City Hall to change your name this week.
No.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna change my name. James that's King James. That's what.
You gonna crown yourself, man?
You gonna crown yourself?
Yes, I call myself King James. Feed me and feed me great. King James, baby. That's what I call myself. Hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this right now. I'm gonna get this all out of the way. Before I get interrupted, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Okay?
Yeah, we're waiting.
Marlon, you just be quiet. Marlon, Magic, whatever you call yourself, whatever. I'm just go ahead and say this. Marlon, you were accurate this time. I'm going to give you your flowers. I'm going to eat a little crow. Don't like it, but I'm going to eat it anyway. I'm going to eat a little crow.
Little fried crow.
You guys out here giving me lumps like Scottie Pippen that sustained that significant knot in 1997 by Alonzo Mourning in the playoffs in Game 4, okay? Y'all can call me. I look like Martin Lawrence when he fought Hearns on the Martin Lawrence show when he came out with all them lumps and knots in his face.
It happens.
I'm going to take all that.
Yeah,
I don't even allow y'all to call me Lumpy Rutherford, okay? You can have it today. Today is your day. I'm giving it to you. I'm going to give all y'all flowers. Y'all were accurate. I was wrong this time. All right, now with all that said,
wait, could you? I didn't hear you. I didn't quite hear you.
Yeah, say that again. Say it a little louder, man. You're not talking loud enough.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it.
What did you say?
Wrong
oh,
this time. Okay, I was wrong this time. Y'all can have it. All right. So, all right, let's talk about the game.
Let's talk about the
Let's
game.
talk about the game.
Let's talk about the
Okay,
Celtics.
I'll get you guys back on track. How about that? Marlon,
What you got?
Magic,
What you got? What you got there, however you want to be called?
Let me tell you,
LBJ.
I'm taking my lumps. I was very impressed with the Celtics. I will say that. I was very impressed with the Celtics. They played extremely well. They moved the ball well, and I agree with Eric. They in the third quarter, I thought maybe they was going to give it all back because they started playing hero ball, and that's their downfall. There was some turnovers that Tatum had that were really poor. He forced it to the hoop, and I'm like, there were people open. I thought they was gonna go right back to what they've been doing. You know, I took the Celtics back when they played Golden State, and I thought the Celtics should have won that championship. And I've been disappointed ever since. So
we're going to get you back on track now. After this series, you're going to be back on the Celtics bandwagon, right?
I'm not going to be back on the bandwagon.
Right, James?
I will say this.
Okay.
I will go ahead and say this. I wouldn't be mad if they won because I am a Jaylen Brown fan. I like that guy. He's got a lot of character. I like him, and he's playing extremely well. But I will say this. I'm going to have to stay 10 toes down like Chris Bouchard. I think if Dallas want to win this series, the ball's got to come out of Luka's hands.
That ain't happening.
I'll tell you why I picked Dallas.
Okay, let's just cut to the chase. Why did you pick Dallas?
Calls. I feel though Luka's going to get peripheral calls. It's going to be a difference. And I felt as though Kyrie is going to do what he can do, and he's going to, shock the fans. Not necessarily shock them.
Can we stop you for a second here? Can we stop you for a second? Let me back you up.
Okay,
did you say Luka Doncic is going to get what?
He gets peripheral calls. I mean,
yeah, he does.
That's one.
I just wanted to hear a Dallas fan say he does. He gets preferential calls. But we got something to shut that out. We got players that's going to switch off on him and hound him until he just gives up and crawls into a shell like a cockroach, right? And says, I had enough. Because we're going to hound Luka Doncic all off this court. I can see this happening already. They're not going to be satisfied with just Jaylen and Tatum covering. They're going to bring in O'Shea Brissett to start picking him up full court the whole way. Luka Doncic, Luka Doncic is going to be a hunted man. A hunted man.
He's not going to be picked up full court because I'm going to say Jason Kidd's smart enough to take the ball out of his hands.
We haven't seen that yet in 2 years. He's been bringing the ball up.
He's going to bring the ball up, but he's going to get some rest. They'll do something. This has to be a Kyrie Irving series and not a Luka Doncic series. They cannot have one assist. He cannot have one assist. It has to be a Kyrie Irving series, and they have to get him. They have to get Tim Hardaway Jr. back on track and involved because he can stretch that floor and just because he can hit those threes. They got to get him back into the game plan. He has to get back into the game plan.
Totally agree. You've got with Luka handling the ball so much. The good thing about the Celtics is they have defenders, guys who are going to wear him down. He can get by him. But it takes so much energy to get by guys and then having to produce points after that. I think you see that most of the time when he goes to the bench. Kyrie's the guy, that's going to get the shots and stuff like that. So I think their bench has to do more. Find a way.
I don't think it's going to be a Kyrie Irving series because you said Luka only got 1 assist. Kyrie only got 2 assists. So that was 3 assists between the two of them.
But the Celtics shut down their lobs. They shut down their lobs, so there's no one to assist to.
Mm-hmm.
So because they're playing at the basket now, they can't throw them lobs in there. Right. So them guys, that was their involvement. So because other than that, Kyrie and your boy was the only two shooting.
Exactly.
Well, so that means that you mean Mavericks have to play conventional basketball where they pass the ball, set a pick for someone to shoot. That's not going to happen. They're done. They're cooked.
What you're going to see is another screen set. After that initial pick and roll, you're going to see another screen set for the big so he can get going to the rim because they're switching everything.
Yeah.
Right? So if they switch, you just set another screen and you get guys coming up and the big guys going to the basket.
Yeah, okay. We'll see.
James,
absolutely.
What do you think about that, James?
I 100% agree with that. Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic is going to have to come up. Luka definitely got to come off the ball because he doesn't have that stamina anyway. And they are wearing him down. He's going to have to come off the ball. They got to run some pick and rolls, even run some curls for Kyrie. Run some curls for Kyrie and have a lot of ball movement. That's the only way.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, James. I mean,
sure.
Yeah.
No, that's LeBron.
LeBron, let me ask you a question.
King James to you, especially. King, call me King James right now. On the show, call me King James.
Why would I do that? I mean, you haven't won anything. As a matter of fact,
I'm going to reign king. I am going to reign king. And my first order is to have you beheaded.
What I want to say is that you lost last week and now you lost this week. I don't know what you're thinking that you should be crowned anything. You're more like a pauper.
Hey, wait a minute. Last I checked, LeBron's on vacation.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Hey, he's on vacation right
well,
now.
you can't be a king on vacation, man.
You're king all year round.
Oh, my God.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
To the king, you peasant.
Are they going to win?
We about to shut him down, man.
Are the Mavs going to win game 2?
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and say the Mavs are going to win
this, everybody.
game 2. They're going to have to. Yes, they're going to have to win game 2. They're going to sneak this one out.
And when they lose, I want you to call back, and I want you to call us the kings of you. We're the bosses of you. You're going to call in, and you're going to report to your bosses.
I'll tell you what. I'll do one better.
And if the Mavs win, I will call you King James.
Oh, you're going to call me King James. They're going to win game 2. Oh, I love that. King James. I need you to label the show King James. Put on YouTube and say King James. All right? King James.
You have to win something first.
Hey, Marlon, where you get this guy from, man?
Hey, listen, man. He was created somewhere. It wasn't a natural growth. It was some foreign entity that I don't know. I lost control of this guy.
Some bacteria that got out. Some virulent bacteria.
When is game 2? When does Dallas play again?
Sunday.
Bacteria.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So we have,
hey, James, our time is chucking, man. So we're gonna talk to you later, man.
But we have our bet, okay? If,
we have a bet. One last thing.
If they win, you can call in, and I will call you King James.
All right, one last thing.
One last thing. Lively, he's gonna have to smarten up. I think the moment got too big for those guys who just never experienced it, and I think they'll calm down. Lively was just falling all over the place. Stupid fouls too. I mean, he was doing some dumb fouls. I'm like watching the game, like, what are you doing, dude? So hopefully, Jason Kidd's a very, very, very smart player and coach. So hopefully they'll rein him in, and they'll find a way. They'll find a way to get game 2.
He knows. Jason Kidd was a flopper when he played defense. Actually, I can't say that. I'm trying to say something bad about Jason Kidd. I can't. All right, keep going.
Yeah, he played for the Nets, right? The Nets back in the
All right, James. Championship games, right? Remember now, when you call in next week, you're going to say, I'm calling in to check with my bosses.
All right, take care, James. Appreciate you, man.
Good call. Yeah. So no, I think Dallas is definitely going to come out with a high level of intensity, and I think they have to make some adjustments. That Boston, clearly was the superior team in terms of how setting a game plan, and Dallas is going to respond. It's going to be a tighter game. It's we have to remember too, they got within 8, but if you guys were watching that game, it was hero ball, but they were getting some wide open shots. If the Celtics were hitting those shots, this would have been a 40-point blowout. But they were getting wide open shots. It wasn't contested shots. They were just missing them. So this can go either way.
Okay. Here's one other thing I'm gonna bring out. Foul shots.
Oh gosh.
Jaylen Brown cannot continue being so inconsistent on his foul shots.
6 for 12.
Because had this been a tight game, that would have been an issue. So when it comes down to it, they have to do better at the foul line. That's my thought.
And we all remember Nick Anderson, who was a great player until he missed 4 foul shots in a row. And that sealed the deal. He never did recover for that. So Jaylen, get in the gym right now. As you hear me talking, get in the gym right now and stay there for the next 3 hours, shooting foul shots, take a break, come back and shoot foul shots, get your rhythm, get it going. You don't want this to come down on you like this. This can make or break you, and we want to see it make you. I want to talk about LeBron James' next coach that he's going to hire. Who's it going to be? Because I have this thing going with Mr.
LeBron
Marlon.
James he's the general manager.
Yeah. LeBron's not going to have a coach.
There is no coach.
No, there is no
He's
coach.
going to be a player coach. He's going to be a player coach.
Well, coach in name only.
I hope Danny Hurley gets the job because they've got to think past LeBron. You know, they have to think past LeBron. And if Hurley gets the job, then he's going to look for young guns. It'll be a little bit different because, you know, we're guaranteed contracts. But I think he can build something nice.
You're acting like somebody else is making the decision to get the coach besides LeBron.
Well, LeBron's not going to be there for long.
I know, but LeBron is making the decision on who's going to get the coach now.
I don't think he cares.
Oh, why isn't Don Ham still there?
Because LeBron didn't get along with him.
That's my point.
Guys, there's a theory that if the Lakers, I would say, waste a draft pick on LeBron's son, Bronny. They bring in Hurley. Hurley's known for developing players, but he's going to come and develop young Bronny if they do draft him. The other one is J.J. Redick, who's got no experience whatsoever as a head coach.
So is it a waste drafting his son? I don't think he's a waste. The kid's obviously talented. All right. He may be that end of the second round pick that does well. I don't know. Look, he could have had better numbers. Yeah, I mean, all that stuff like that, but he's talented enough.
Are we taking a chance with his health?
Yeah, that's definitely a case right there. But let's just take that aside. Yes, that would be, yeah. All that gets thrown in there, but I am thinking, because Marlon, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Yeah, see, Marlon thinks that they're going to hire Danny Hurley. You think they're going to hire Danny Hurley. And I'm thinking it's just a camouflage show. He's just bringing them in for a dog and pony show to say, we're actually looking for people. But he's going to get J.J. Redick, his friend, to be the coach. And me and Marlon have a legal seafood dinner wagered on this. And I just wanted to get this out there on everyone else's opinion. You think they're going to hire Danny Hurley? What do you think, Eric?
All right, we got about 9 minutes, so I'll give you my thought. I think they're going to give it to Redick because they really aren't ready for a coach to do what he's supposed to do. Until LeBron is gone, they're going to continue to play around what his wants and his likes are. And my last thoughts I'm going to throw in right now because we got to go around the table is Celtics is going to win the second game. I think it's going to be a little closer. So I think it's really going to come down to that third quarter and those foul shots. So if they can correct those two things, they'll be fine. You can go next, Marlon.
Well, I tell you, you just like tossing the ball to me when I'm not looking, huh?
You keep your eyes on the ball.
Yeah. I think the Celtics, this is a different Celtics team. I think they're going to pull out game 2. They may even go to Dallas and lose game 3, maybe even 4. But I'm like Kelly. I'm going to go with the safe pick. I'm going 6 with the Celtics, and I'm sticking with my guns. I think the Lakers realize how important that position is. They've gone through about 9 different coaches in the last 11 years. They got to get a home run with this one. So I think they're gonna stay with Hurley.
I'll go next because I'll leave our guest. He'll do the closing of it. Celtics are going to take the second game, I think, and I think it's going to be a blowout. I think they're going to play better second game than they did the first. I think when I look at it, Jason Tatum was 6 for 16. Jaylen Brown was 7 for 12, which is actually very good, but he only took 12 shots. Holiday was 4 for 8. Derek White was 4 for 9. It really took Porzingis shooting 8 for 13. And get this, Peyton Pritchard was 0 for 7. So I think if they come out there and they start playing their A game and start going down the throats of the Dallas Mavericks, that it's going to be a blowout by at least 20 to 30 points easily. And going into the third game, Dallas is going to be in panic mode. They might go down there and take game 3 because they're feeling good. They got the momentum. Dallas might get game 4 because they're going to be in truly desperation mode, and they're going to scratch it out and get game 4, and then the Celtics should come back in and get game 5. That's my scenario. That's my perfect scenario. So, it's probably not going to end that way. And if it does, James will be calling me back to call me to report into his bosses. That's what I know.
Hey, Bobby.
I've got Celtics in 6. I'm hoping that the NBA marketing machine takes over and we get 7. But I think the Celtics are way too strong. I do think Jason Kidd makes the adjustments necessary to make it a series, because if they don't win this one, I think it's going to be really tough.
Yeah, they don't win this one.
Really tough, because those guys are dogs. The Celtics, they won it. They've shown they won it, and I hope they get it. I hope they get it.
And that's coming from a Philadelphia fan.
Give credit where it's due. The boys are balling.
I'm going to ask you a question. 2 years ago, I thought Joel Embiid should have opted out of his contract and just sulked his way to Boston. Instead, we would have Joel Embiid here instead of Porzingis. Because I didn't see a future. This is when they had Harden, and they just went through the Simmons thing. Now Harden was there, and I saw no future in there for Embiid with the 76ers. I know that would have been a non-class move, but I thought he should have did it.
Well, I mean, I think the non-class is that the Celtics would actually go after a Sixer. That would be the nine. That wouldn't be classy. That would be an admission that you need a Sixer. But to answer the question, I think Porzingis is the better fit for Boston. I don't think Embiid fit here. He would have needed the ball too much. I think Porzingis, you can put him anywhere you want to, and with the system that Brad and those guys run, he's perfect for him.
And one more thing. The 76ers could have had Embiid, Tatum, and Brown.
Okay. They also should have kept Jimmy Butler.
Well, that too, but they had the draft picks on Tatum and Brown.
Okay.
They picked Simmons instead of Brown.
Fultz.
And they picked Fultz instead of Tatum.
We've made mistakes.
We've
made mistakes. I don't trust the process. Right.
They could have had Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown on the same team. Oh my gosh.
That was so long ago, I can't even remember, Manny, but
gosh.
I get what you're saying.
No, I thought they would have been a great team. I may be a Boston Celtics fan, but I wouldn't have been watching that team. That's for sure. Yeah. That would have been the team to watch. I think that poor Joel Embiid has been hamstrung by the picks they've made. And I don't know how long he can keep going. Good luck to him, though. I hope the best for him.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. We'll be rebuilding again.
You'll be rebuilding again.
So the whole NBA has been wide open this season, other than Denver being at the top, Celtics being at the top, but the guys below it were still putting work in. I think Houston's coming too. Coming.
A lot of young kids are coming up. I'm still mad at Udoka, so I'm not going to speak.
We're trying to stay away from that.
I'm still mad at Udoka. Real quick, you got the NHL championship starting tonight. What you guys think?
Edmonton and New York.
You got the Panthers and the Oilers.
Wait a minute. The Panthers pulled it out?
They did.
Oh, my gosh.
So in terms of travel, this is the longest distance ever for a Stanley Cup final between Sunrise, Florida, up to Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh, gosh.
So it's going to be and unlike the NBA when they get 3-4 days off, in the NHL they only give them 2 days off between each game.
That's too bad. They treat those guys wrong.
Yeah, they do.
They do. Treat those guys better in the NHL.
But that's going to be a good series. Connor McDavid, obviously, it's been a long time coming for him. First overall draft pick in 2015, first time in the Stanley Cup final. It's going to be a very good series. And Florida, 2 years in a row, going to the Stanley Cup final. Last year, nobody expected to. This year, I think everybody expected the Rangers the way they played.
I thought the Rangers were going to take it.
No, Florida did. And
these things happen. Sorry, New York.
They do. Sorry. Can't win it all.
New York. Not sorry.
I tell you what, though. I know Bobby's wearing a Yankees shirt. You got to watch out for the Yankees this year in the MLB. Right. They look good. I'll give them that.
They're going to choke. As soon as they get to the playoffs. See, ever since the Red Sox have trounced them in 2004, they've never been the same team. They get to the playoffs, and they would choke. That being said, listen, we got to thank everybody who called. Everybody was listening. All those who wanted to call and couldn't call, please call next week. We got to thank our special guest here, Bobby Martin. Coach Martin, thank you for showing up and
thank you
representing. It's been fantastic. Hopefully we can get you in here some more. especially if the NBA series goes further. So we need your expertise on this.
Absolutely, be happy to.
Yeah, we'll keep up with your schedule, brother. We'll keep up with your schedule. We thank all our callers. We thank our guests. We thank God for allowing us to do this one more time. And for that, callers, we're gonna let you all go. You guys have a great day, a great week, and we will see you next week at 9 a.m.
Same time,
same channel.
place.
Take care.
And the other side, it's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
Everybody get exposed. Pray for all my foes.